When most people think about buying a home in San Antonio, they think sunshine, affordability, and maybe a military base nearby. But what if I told you there's another workforce behind the scenes that every smart buyer should be watching? Big companies, not startups, but global players are making major moves in our city right now and reshaping where home values will rise, what neighborhoods to look out for, and where the demand for homes will soon be. I'm Anthony Sharp, realtor in San Antonio, veteran, husband, dad, and someone who's been tracking this market for over a decade. In this video, we're going to deep dive into why Toyota, Amazon, and Microsoft are quietly rewriting the real estate map in San Antonio, and how you can make that work for you. So let's dive right in. Number one, Toyota's long game. Manufacturing expansion plus community anchoring. Let's start with Toyota. According to Toyota's own announcement, Toyota Texas is making a $531 million investment here and adding more than 300 new high-quality jobs in San Antonio. This isn't just job board listings. This is a global manufacturing giant saying, yes, we believe in this market. And what does that create? What that does is create stable demand for houses, particularly in South Bexar County, where the plant is located. High-quality manufacturing jobs translates into families looking for housing, contractors upgrading housing stock, and the surrounding infrastructure receiving upgrades, roads, utilities, school programs, etc. Toyota also announced community investments. For example, up to $6.5 million in grants over 5 years for the East Central ISD district, helping build the pipeline of skilled workforce in the area. For a home buyer or investor, this means the housing market in zones near Toyota's facilities is anchored by employment, making those neighborhoods less speculative and more resilient. So if you're buying today with Toyota's expansion in mind, you're positioning near an employment anchor that other buyers may overlook. And number two, Amazon's East Side Wave, logistics, drones, and neighborhood shifts. According to the San Antonio report, Amazon recently purchased a 560,000 square foot warehouse on the east side of San Antonio. And that's valued up to $38 million, with plans to invest another $61 million in renovations by April of 2026. This facility is slated to receive stores, ship, and distribute food, and also support the company's growing drone delivery operations. The warehouse sits just 3 miles from one of Amazon's existing fulfillment centers and signals a deepening of Amazon's footprints and logistics corridor of San Antonio. And why does this matter for you as a home buyer? Logistics hubs create ripple effects. When a company like Amazon deepens its operations, you see increased traffic, workers and trucks, new subcontractors moving in, improved roads, and potentially new retail and services to serve that workforce. And eventually, housing becomes more in demand in neighborhoods with commuting distance. On the east side, that means neighborhoods that may historically have been undervalued are getting a boost. For you, buying just outside that growth zone can mean smart value appreciation. The key is timing geography. Early entry near a strong job anchor can yield the upside, but too close to heavy infrastructure may carry lifestyle risk. Number three, Microsoft and tech infrastructure. Data centers equal real estate opportunity. Finally, let's talk tech. According to the San Antonio report, Microsoft is expanding its data center operations near San Antonio with a $1.4 billion investment in new facilities in the Medina County in the west side of San Antonio. These investments mean more than just machines. They mean jobs, construction plus technical plus operation, improved connectivity, infrastructure upgrades, and the kind of corporate confidence that attracts other companies. When data centers and tech campuses locate somewhere, it often spurs adjacent developments, improved power and fiber lines, better roads and new amenities, and a workforce looking to live nearby. And for homebuyers, that means you want to look for neighborhoods near these tech infrastructure zones before they fully mature and home prices catch up. With Microsoft owning hundreds of acres and establishing 2 major facilities west of San Antonio, the far west side begins to looking more like a future value corridor. And if you buy smart, you're catching an entry window. Number 4, what it all means for neighborhoods and homebuyers. So what do these 3 company moves, Toyota Manufacturing, Amazon Logistics, and Microsoft Tech, have in common? And what should you look for? Employment anchors. Each of these companies brings jobs that aren't just flash in the pan. They're long-term anchors that give you more than speculation. Location shift drivers. Jobs follow land, infrastructure follows jobs, and housing demand follows infrastructure. That means that where your home is purchased becomes more important than ever. The timing window. These early to mid stages of growth, meaning you're enter now, you're buying ahead of some of the increase in the housing demand. And buffer versus fringe. You don't want to buy inside the heavy industrial zone. You want to buy in a neighborhood that's close enough to benefit, but far enough for livability. For example, areas in South Bexar County, Toyota, East Side Logistics, Amazon, and West Side Medina infrastructure like Microsoft are all zones worth considering. But the specific neighborhoods within those corridors that combine affordability and access will become the sweet spots. And number 5, buyer strategy. What to do next and what to avoid. Here's your game plan. If you want to leverage this shift, step 1, Identify major investment announcements like Toyota's expansion, Amazon's new warehouse, Microsoft data centers. Step 2, map neighborhoods that fall within 20 to 30-minute commutes of those sites. Check access to major roads, utilities, and school districts. And step 3, compare current home values in those mapped zones versus comparable established zones elsewhere. Evaluate upside possibility. And number 4, work with an agent, and again, I'd love to help you, who tracks new construction communities, builder incentives, and infrastructure updates in real time. Things to avoid though: buying too close to industrial and logistics sites without adequate buffer, meaning noise, trucks, and resale drag, treating these like a flip. Some value uplift takes 3 to 5 years. Ignoring lifestyle factors in favor of job proximity alone, you still want a neighborhood you'll enjoy. So in summary, Toyota, Amazon, and Microsoft aren't just big names on job lists. They're real forces transforming real estate in San Antonio. So if you're planning to buy in the next 12 to 24 months, knowing where these companies are investing can give you a strategic edge. And if you'd like help identifying neighborhoods aligned with these job anchors, understanding builder incentives, or making a plan to buy ahead of the curve, I'm here for that. I'm Anthony Sharp, and let's make your move to San Antonio a smart one. And this is Smart Moves.